Welcome everyone to Begin With Breath Tai Chi. My name is Dr. Adam Potts, the Tai Chi PT, and if you're looking to learn Tai Chi the fun and easy way while reducing stress and improving hip and low back strength, then this class is for you. So without further ado, find a place where you can do some mindful movement. We'll do about a 15-minute Tai Chi flow designed to improve low back and hip strength, followed by some healing flute music live from myself. And then also I'm going to show you the best exercises you can do in addition to your Tai Chi to help with low back and hip strength. All right, so we'll do our Tai Chi dance. All right, so as always, don't worry about getting the movements perfect. Just follow along the best you can. I'll be your mirror image. You can have a seat at any time. We'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen. And just taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, the belly expands. And as you breathe out, the belly returns toward the spine, abdominal breathing. Breathing in and breathing out, arriving in the body. Coming into the present moment, letting go of all the worries from the day, just coming into the here and now. Then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment, and then let it out with a big sigh, just letting out tension and stress. And the hands can float down by the sides. And as you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front as if you're gathering in energy, bring it into the heart, and then send it down towards the earth, sinking the chi. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, directing down. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Just feeling the flow. One more time, sink the chi. And then step one foot out to the side, either foot. The arms float up in front, just to about shoulder height. Then the arms float down, the knees and hips soften. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, softening down. It's like your arms are resting on a wave in the ocean. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. One more time, opening the door. And then from here, the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. The arms float down, the palms face up. They float up the midline of the body, pressing up overhead, and then floating out and down, holding up the sky. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, floating down. Just really letting go. Opening in the shoulders, opening the chest, decompressing the spine. One more time, holding up the sky. This time the hands float up to the heart. One hand pushes up, the other pushes down, connecting sky and earth. And then switching sides, keeping the spine neutral at first. This time you can do a side bend if you like. Just easing in nice and soft, never forcing it. One more time, connecting sky and earth. Then the bottom hand comes up, push to the corner, the other hand pushes behind, coming back to center, push to the other corner, the dragon spreads its wings. Nice and easy, gentle rotation, pushing to the corner. One more time. This time the back hand swings around as if it's gliding on the surface of the water. The other hand comes around as the dragon swings its tail. It's like you're making little ripples in the water, sending waves out into the distance. One more time, drift across. And the hands come together in prayer position. They float across the eye level, nice and slow, and then across the heart. And then lower abdomen, the swimming dragon. The hands float back up for another round, drifting across the eye level, and then across the heart, and then the lower abdomen, and then release. Round out as if you're hugging a big tree, bring it to center, and then step one foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, the fingertips point down as you soften down with the hips and knees. Then the hands come forward, all the way up and over, and then down in front of the body, digging in the garden. Just coming down as much as you can, comfortably, just letting go of striving. One more time, digging in the garden. And then reverse direction, the hands float up, they drift out and down as we harvest from the garden. Coming back up the center, all the way around, breathing. All right, one more time. And then circle in front, hug the tree. And then from here, both arms drift all the way over to the side and down, floating up to shoulder height. Other side. And then this time, one hand makes an arrow, the other draws the bow, and then soften down. Rising up, release the bow, other side. The other hand makes an arrow, draw the bow, soften down. All right, this time you can do it all together. Draw the bow as you soften down. One more time, the archer. And then circle the arms around, hugging the tree. And then step one foot in a little bit closer. And then from here, the hands draw in towards the heart as you step in. And then step out to the corner as you push forwards in space. Drawing back in, pushing back out, pushing the mountain. Breathing in and breathing out. And as always, just taking as many breaths as you need. One more time, pushing the mountain. This time, draw the hands in, the palms face up as we scoop down into the sea. Then the hands float up to the sky and they open, circling out and around. Once again, scooping the water from the sea, coming back up to the sky, becoming one with sea and sky. Connected with nature, feeling into the body. One more time, becoming one with sea and sky. And then step the front foot back in, the hands come back in towards the heart. Shift the weight, step in, step out to the other corner, pushing the mountain. Nice and easy, nice and slow. No rush, nowhere to go. Can you be here now? Just feeling into the body, feeling present. One more time, pushing the mountain. This time, draw the hands in, palms face up, scoop into the sea. Bring the sea up to the sky and open, becoming one with sea and sky. Shifting forward, rising up. Taking your time, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, becoming one with sea and sky. And then step the front foot back in, hug the tree, bring it right to center. And then from here, both arms drift over to the side and down. And just drifting side to side, keeping the arms down low, like tall grass in the breeze. Nice gentle sway. And then shift all your weight over to one side, tap the heel right out in front, like you're testing out the water. Bring it back in. Other side, shift the weight, tap the heel. All right, this time tap the heel, the hand comes over the foot. Other side, tap the heel, the hand comes over the foot. All right, this time hand over the foot, other hand in front of the heart. Playing the pipa, the Chinese guitar. Other side, tap the heel, the hands come right out in front. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, play the pipa. And then step in and hug the tree. Step one foot out a little bit wider, taking your time. Then from here, the palms face up as we gather the seeds. Then we'll plant the seeds into the earth. The hands come down the center as you soften down. They brush out to the sides. Coming back up the center, gathering some more seeds, and then planting them into the earth. Just coming down as much as you can comfortably. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, planting seeds. And then keep on circling all the way around and hug the tree. Step one foot in a little bit closer. And then from here, step the other foot in all the way. And then as you step out to the corner, the arms open out to the sides. The butterfly. Then the front knee straightens as you shift back, the wrists cross, hinging from the hips, the arms float out to the sides. And then shifting the weight forward, the front knee bends, wrists cross, arms open. Taking a bow, flutter the wings. Still breathing, taking as many breaths as you need, just feeling the open. And then maybe a sense of gratitude with the bow. One more time, the butterfly. Shifting back, and you can always keep a slight bend in the front knee if that feels better. Coming forward and open. And then step the front foot back in, hug the tree. Step the other foot in. Step out to the corner. The arms open out to the sides. Shifting the weight back, the front knee straightens, the wrists cross, hinging from the hips, keeping the spine nice and long. Arms float to the sides, coming back, forward, open. Take a bow, spread the wings. One more time, the butterfly. Crossing the wrists, shifting back, open. Cross the wrists again, shifting forward, and open. Step back in, hug the tree, bring it to center. Step one foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, the arms open wide, the wrists cross down low as you soften down. And as you rise up, the arms open overhead, floating all the way out and down, gathering the energy from the earth, giving it back to the sky above, harmonizing yin and yang, creating balance and harmony in the body and mind. And just coming down as much as you can comfortably, as always, letting go of striving. Just being here is enough. One more time, harmonizing yin and yang. And then reverse direction with the arms, circle in front, hug the tree, step one foot in a little closer, taking your time. And then from here, the hands turn, one hand on top of the other. The bottom hand drops down, toss away. The hand waves into center and then pushes forwards, repulsing the monkey. Other side, toss away. The hand waves in and then moves forward, calming the monkey mind. Breathing in, breathing out. You can even lean into it if you like. Nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, repulsing the monkey. And then both arms drift all the way over to the sides and down, this time floating up to shoulder height. Other side. And then this time the palms face away. The hands drift across the horizon and then down. Floating up, drift across, painting on the canvas. All right, one more time. You're making nice gentle brush strokes. This time the arms float all the way up and over, the chin circles. It's like a big wave, opening the shoulders, lubricating the joints, decompressing the spine. One more time, the chin circles. And then reverse direction with the arms. They float up to shoulder height, palms face away. The hands drift across the horizon and down. Floating up, drift across, painting on the canvas. All right, one more time. Drift across. This time the arms float up and over, the chin circles. And just coming up as much as you can comfortably, just being kind to yourself, please. One more time, chin circles. This time the arms float up to shoulder height, and then this hand here scoops down and comes right out in front to eye level. And then down. Same side, just the arms at first. The hand comes right out in front, the other one by the hip. All right, this time you can lift your leg if you like, touching down as needed. The rooster stands on one leg. Stepping back down. And once again, you can keep your foot down or you can lift it up, just meeting yourself where you're at. You can always go forward from there. And it's okay to wobble as well. One more time on this side, the rooster stands on one leg. And then the arms drift over to the other side, floating up to shoulder height, taking your time. And then this hand scoops down and comes right out in front to eye level. And down, still breathing. This time, we'll do the arms again. The hand comes out in front, the other one by the hip. And then if you want, you can lift your leg this time, touching down as needed, the elbow over the thigh. That still counts. Just letting go of judgment the best you can. Bringing curiosity to your experience. All right, one more time, the rooster stands on one leg. And then circle in front, hug the tree, and soften. From here, the arms open up wide, the hands float down, the backs of the hands face each other. They float up the midline of the body, and then drift out to the sides, the fountain. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, letting go. How much can you let go? It's moving like water, soft but powerful. Breathing in. Breathing out one more time, the fountain. This time the palms face up, one hand on top of the other, right by the lower abdomen. And then this hand floats all the way up and over, down the center line of the body. Other side, breathe in as the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. Calming the heart, calming the mind. One more time, centering. This time, both hands float all the way up and over just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften down. And then circle the hands in front as if you had a big ball in front of the body, coming all the way around and under, back up to the heart, and down. One more time, opening the heart, rising up, softening down. This time making a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart, and then press out, sending out all your loving kindness to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. Then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or keep a soft gaze, just letting your body rock and sway ever so gently. Bamboo in the wind. Just feeling the sensations in the body. Feel the body breathing. And then bring your attention into your heart, creating an inner smile. Expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And if your eyes are closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. And we can finish with a bow. All right, and if you like, you can continue to stand or you can have a seat. And I'll play just a minute or two of some healing flute music to create even more relaxation and peace. All right, I went a little longer with the flute than I expected. I got really into it, so hopefully you all enjoyed it. I also wanted to share a poem with you. And so starting January 1st, we're opening our next 30-day program. It's our free 30 days of Tai Chi called Strength. And what I did was I made a poem for each day of the 30 days. And so I'm going to share those with you throughout the rest of the year. All right, they're short poems because I did 30 of them, so that way it was doable. But I think it really goes with each theme for each day, so I think you're going to really like it. And remember, this program's free for everybody. It's called Strength 30 Days of Tai Chi. It starts January 1st, 2025, and I'll be letting you all know the details once it gets closer. So this poem is called The Calm Within. In the storm, I find my peace. Emotions settle, tensions cease. Centered deep where calm resides. In Tai Chi's flow, my strength abides. All right. Well, thank you all so much. Oh, by the way, I'm also going to show you some exercises. I almost forgot. So I have 3 exercises that you can do to further improve your hip and low back strength. All right, so whether you have pain, tightness, tension, weakness, or you want to prevent issues from happening, then these exercises might be something you want to include in your daily or at least weekly program of health and wellness. All right, so now some of these might be familiar with you, but it's great to review. So it's going to be a great review for some. And I think I might have a couple of new ones though too, but this one's one of my favorites, and it's one that I want everyone to do pretty much daily if you can, at least 10 reps. It's called the mini squat. All right, it's so important to keep our hip strength. It's where we get a lot of our power from, or most of it even, from whenever, even walking. Walking, going upstairs, downstairs, hills, uneven surfaces. If you just want to be able to stay active and mobile, hip strength is critical. And when you build your hip strength, you're also building your back as well. But I will show you a specific back exercise too. All right, so the first one is the mini squat. All right, so for the mini squat, you want to make sure first you have a wider stance than you would even think. All right, so spread your feet shoulder width apart, and then maybe even a little bit wider. All right, so the wider you are when you squat, the safer it usually is to a certain degree. You don't want to be so wide that you're falling over. So you want to feel stable. All right, they call this actually the athletic position. It's like what you'll see like basketball players or football players, but it's really a place where we can store the energy and then we can deliver the energy, so it's great for Tai Chi as well. All right, so once you have a nice wide stance that feels stable, I'm going to show you from the side, because the key to the mini squat is to hinge from the hips. So you want to like fold at the hip crease, sending your hips back. Oh, back that way, yep. So you don't want your knees to go forward, you want your hips to go back. All right, so as your hips go back, your chest comes forward slightly. See how my knees are bending passively. All right, they go forward maybe a little, but I'm not doing this. That's how a lot of people squat. They squat down like that, and it starts to really wear on their knees and lower back. So instead, think about sitting in a chair, like you're gonna sit back. Or another way is, if you're ever been holding on to something and you need to shut the door, you kind of stick your bottom out to shut the door. That's kind of what we're doing, is we're sending the hips back so that we can load up the legs, not the lower back and knees. So we want to use the leg muscles, not your joints, not stressing all the joints. And you can hold your hands up too, and that'll also help potentially keep you feel more stable. All right. So another tip is you want to make sure your knees are in the same direction as your toes. All right. So you don't want your knees to be caving in. That's going to stress the ligaments. We don't want that either. We want to just load up the muscles so that we strengthen them and create this nice balanced movement pattern. All right, you don't have to go very low. Actually, I don't recommend doing that for at least a couple weeks. So just do 10 reps every day, just getting used to the movement pattern, all right, until it becomes automatic. All right, then once it becomes automatic, you can go a little bit deeper, and eventually your knees will come forward. But for now, don't let them go past your toes, okay? So you don't want them going past your toes. So keep them pretty much between your toes and ankle. So that's okay if there's a little bit of movement. But once again, don't want to come forward. All right, I think you get it. So mini squat, 10 reps, that's it. You can do it a couple times a day if you want, but at least once a day, at least 5 days a week. Now, if you get sore, always take a day off to recover. All right, and then eventually you could probably do it every day, but just get your body used to it first. So maybe just 5 days a week and then take it from there. All right, so the next exercise is a really good one for your back as well, but it's very functional and it's using the whole body. So it's very Tai Chi-ish in a way because you're using pretty much the whole body. So what you can do for this one though is use a chair for assistance. It's called the chair assisted bird dog. All right, I'm gonna grab a chair to show you. All right, so with the chair, the first step is to work with the arms, okay? So you want to maybe be able to have a chair that doesn't have wheels, by the way, or you can lean on a countertop. Something you can kind of get over a little bit, though. I was going to say the wall, but that won't really work. You have to either be on the back of a couch, a really stable chair, or a countertop or something like that, okay? And then what we're going to do is keeping the back nice and straight. You can lean into it a bit. So I'm not rounding my back, so keep it pretty straight as much as you can so the hips stick out a little bit. And then you're going to lift one arm up, okay, and then the other. All right, and you're just going to do that 5 to 10 times on each side. All right, this is going to activate your core, keeping your arms strong and mobile, and strengthening the lower back muscles. All right, so this actually activates your lower back muscles called the multifidus muscles. And they're key for spine stabilization. So we want to be nice and stable. All right, so you do 5 or 10 of those. Like, all right, and then maybe take a break, kind of shake it out a little bit. All right, then lean over the chair again. Now we're going to do the legs. All right, so then you're just going to keep the knee straight. All right, and then you're going to alternate. But you don't want to be rotating, okay? Try to stay straight ahead and only move the leg back. Like you're going to heel kick. It's like a heel kick there. Or the back of the heel, not the Tai Chi heel kick. So just the back of the heel kicking up. All right, so we're working on maybe even squeezing the butt muscles. So that's gonna really help build the hip strength even more, isolating the hips and the lower back. All right, and so you can just alternate and do the arms 5 to 10 times, then do the legs. And then there's finally the full bird dog, okay? So this gets a little bit more complicated and it really helps with coordination. Or at first, it'll feel very uncoordinated, and that's how we get better. So now we're going to do right arm, left leg. All right, so right arm, left leg. See how I'm keeping my back still straight and my head is neutral? So I'm not looking up or down. I'm just keeping my head neutral. Sorry, I keep looking over at you, but I want to show you, demonstrate properly like that. All right, now my chair is starting to slide, so I wouldn't actually use this. This is just for demonstration purposes. I would probably use my countertop or the back of my couch, to tell you the truth, or even like the armrest on the couch, something you know is not gonna move, but just for demonstration purposes, this will do the trick. But I just wanted to demonstrate also how it can be dangerous if your surface isn't stable. All right, once again, see how my back, we're not bending the knee, try to keep the leg straight. If it bends a little, it's okay, but you just wanna keep it as straight as possible. All right, so that's gonna really help with the hips and the low back and the core. It's gonna build core stability. Everyone wants that, right? All right, so do 5 to 10 each side and you'll be good to go. All right, so once again, 3 to 5 days a week. See how you feel, take a day off if you get sore, progress as tolerated. But you probably don't wanna do more than 2 or 3 times a day eventually. Then at that point, you might want to just move on to something else. And so that's what we're going to do in our strength 30 days of Tai Chi is I'm going to be showing you an exercise every day. And that way you can progress too, if you want to. All right. The last exercise is called sit to stand. All right. So once again, we'll be using the chair. All right. And so this is one of the best things to do because it's very functional, meaning we do it on a daily basis for a lot of different things, right? Getting out of bed, getting off the toilet, getting up and down off the chair in general or the couch. So we want to maintain this ability to get up, right? We want to be able to get up and get back down. All right, so start off by finding a chair that doesn't slide. Place your hands across your chest and just see if you can stand up without holding on. All right, and you're going to come all the way down. Okay, a little tip. I used to say to all my physical therapy patients is nose over toes. So bring your nose over your toes and then come up. That might help. All right. Make sure you're safe too. So if you need to keep one hand down to like kind of feel for the chair, okay, it's still there. You can do that too. But once again, it shouldn't be something that moves. So anyways, if you can't do that, then try placing a pillow underneath you, or maybe a blanket. I'm gonna use this blanket because if you have too many pillows, you just slide right off. So I just like these nice blankets here. This makes it easier because now I don't have as far to go up, right? So it's kind of helping me up a little bit. So then I'll do that. And okay, now I can do it. Do 5 to 10 reps. All right, coming forward and up. All right, if that's still hard and you still can't get up, you're like, I just can't quite do it, then another blanket. And then eventually you might be already almost standing and then you just have to go up like that. So hopefully you can do that. You're basically doing the mini squat at that point. All right, and so once you can do it easily at whatever level you're at, then you take a blanket away or a pillow. And then you know, oh, I'm getting stronger. All right, now I can do it without any blanket. All right. So 5 to 10 reps without using the arms. If you need to for safety, you can. But you really want to focus on the legs. That's the purpose of this. That's why we're doing that. So, all right, so those are your 3 exercises. I'm going to post those in the video description for your reference. All right, and so those will be there. So we have the mini squats. That's to really get the movement pattern, so you're moving correctly. Then we have the bird dogs to build your core, hips, and low back. And then the sit to stand for functional strength, to really pull it all together and use it in a daily situation. All right, so hopefully that makes sense for you. All right, so I'll put that along with the poem and the movement list in the video description, so you can refer back to that as well. So I have that all written down for you. It's not here live yet, so once I finish this live session, then I'll post it in there. But let me know if you have any questions. I'll look real quick here before we go. Let's see if there's any questions or comments. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the exercises. Awesome. Yeah, the idea with to prevent knee stress on sit to stand, that's a really good one. Same thing with the mini squat, is you want your knees in the same direction as your toes. So I'll show you from this angle. All right, when you're doing sit to stand, same thing, you want your knees and toes same direction. Okay, so I'm coming up like that. Okay, you don't want your toes in and your knees in. That's gonna cause knee strain. But as long as you keep it pretty straight, you should be good to go. All right, great question. Let's see if there's any other ones I can scan real quick here to see. Let's see. The Strength 30 Days of Tai Chi begins January 1st, 2025. And if you're on the email list, you will get the email probably around December. I usually send it out, maybe earlier if people, yeah, I usually send it out December, but maybe I'll start in November this year. See if we can get more people involved. And that way you can share it with friends and family and plan ahead. So, all right, let's see. I don't see any other questions. I love all the comments, though. Thank you all. I wish there was time to go through and talk and say hi to each and every one of you. I think we have over 100 people here today. So, yeah, it's really, really great to have you all here. Let me know if there's any specific class you'd like to see. So today we had a special request. Someone said, I want to strengthen my back and hips. So I said, okay, we'll do a class. So let me know if there's something specific you would like this class to be themed on, and we could potentially have it as a future class. So type that in the comments. All right, and yeah, we'll try to make it happen. All right, well, thank you all so much. I really love connecting with you all each week here in the free class every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, US. We go live on Facebook and also on YouTube now. So if for some reason Facebook doesn't work correctly, you can always watch it on YouTube. And on YouTube, the videos don't expire. So they'll stay up and they're easy to find, so you can watch on YouTube as well. All right, the link for YouTube is actually, I put that in the video description today for anyone that's on Facebook. So you can always click on that. And I'm also gonna be sending it via email if you're on our email list. If you're not on our email list, like if you're watching via YouTube, then type email list in the comments and we'll send you the link to get on our list. And that way you can get notifications, because sometimes Facebook and YouTube, I don't really know what they do sometimes. Sometimes you just don't get notifications. So, but we send the email, so that way you'll always know our next class. All right, and you'll get notified for the free 30-day program starting January 1st. I'm really excited about it. Thank you all so much for all those that have participated in the past with the 30-day programs. We do one every year, and it's, once again, totally free for everybody. That way no one is denied access to this practice. Thank you all so much, and until we meet again, I wish you all peace, happiness, and harmony. Thank you.